Hey guys, Digital Sticks here, and just a quick PSA, no frills. I'm even just using the microphone on the webcam that is set up for mixed reality, not this type of video. Uh, this is the grip I found for the index controllers in Beat Saber that feels awesome. The angle is set up so that by the time you're holding it down here, the angle's shooting straight out. It's where you expect it to be. The weight adjustments of the controllers ends up feeling really good. It's to me, it felt as good as the ones, only better because it was more reasonable in the weight. Like, and it just, I really look forward to it. It really brought back a lot of satisfaction for the game. I used the wrist straps that were included with the controllers. I liked the way that the grip kind of made the wrist strap unnecessary, or seemed like it was going to. But once you need the wrist strap for anything, you might as well, you're pretty much back to putting it on anytime you put the controllers on. But the other thing about the wrist straps, if you've not been using those, some things while this is strapped to your hand, or you can't actually grip things or whatever, and so then But if you have the wrist straps on, you can just slip your hand out and let them hang like you would with anything else. So they're not as easy to take off and set down as say the touch controllers. But if you go ahead and use the wrist strap, you can solve that problem too. So I go ahead and use the wrist strap. And also, the other thing about it is they're more comfortable. It doesn't take, like that's just loose, but it doesn't take a lot of tension to actually hold in place. However, if you don't have it tight, you could, in a game where you're throwing something, you might go too far. So by having the wrist strap, you can leave that comfortably, just barely, snug enough to do the job and not have to worry about it being foolproof. You've got your wrist strap for safety. So I definitely recommend people use the wrist straps, even though they have the ability to strap it to their hand. So you can have it be a lot more comfortable if you go ahead and let the wrist straps be the backup. But again, I don't know if I've shown this well, if it's captured well. It's just, okay, so I'd already discovered, like, your default grip is that. That is horrible. The angle's not quite right. I'd already discovered it was better by moving my hand down like that. And then finally I discovered doing this. And I think this is more comfortable to be kind of sideways. So you have to, readjust to hit your menu buttons later, but it's not a big deal. So this feels really good. You get kind of some of the flick action back. The weight distribution is just really incredible. And I don't know if anyone's found it, but there's no Saber Tailor needed for that. And the tracking is excellent. I already knew the tracking was good. These things still track good if you hold them like this. I think I'd already discovered like doing this was actually it's kind of interesting. I think for me it's just not that comfortable. But I tried this uh, method of holding them too, and it's kind of I guess it's different. Just but anyways, that's something you may want to try too. Just hold it by the ring. And when you hold it by the ring, you are covering up some sensors, but the tracking still seemed fine for me. So something else you could consider. But yeah, this one more time here. I mean, it's not rocket science, but someone can maybe do that. I've got big hands and I still fit them in like that, and it's comfortable enough for Beat Saber, especially with the wrist straps on, with the confidence that the wrist straps are going to hold them into place. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. This is the kind of stuff I share. I didn't have time for anything fancy. You can't be doing an intro and a really good edit. I don't have 7 stories collected. Just simply discovered this and wanted to share it. So if you'll like this and follow, that'd be appreciated. And I'll keep doing this when I can. And appreciate it. Thank you.